This video will cover section 4.2, exponential functions. This is going to correlate with my math lab assignment number 23, and it's the first part of number 23, exponential functions. Let's first look at a definition. The function f of x, where x is a real number, where a is greater than 0 and a is not equal to 1, is called an exponential function with base a. Now remember, a is a real number, greater than 0, not equal to 1. Up until this point, we have looked at algebraic functions that read something like f of x equals x squared. You notice that the base x was the variable and the exponent was a number. Now in exponential functions, we're going to reverse that. For example, our function might look like f of x equals a to the x, where a is the base and it's a number. Remember, greater than 0, not equal to 1, and our exponent is going to be some variable expression, let's say x. In this lesson, we're actually going to go to a calculator, just a scientific calculator, not a graphing calculator, and I'm going to try to let you actually see my calculator as I work this. Now some of these you're going to know right off, but let's use the calculator. Use the calculator to calculate, and we're going to round to 4 decimal places. Now on my calculator, you notice it's a TI-30X, and this little up arrow key right here is my power key, my raised 2 key. So I'm going to enter 2, my up arrow, raised 2, the third power equals, and you'll notice that of course that comes out to be a whole number 8. Now let's look at the second problem, and it's 2 raised to the negative, notice I'm using this key, 4, equals, and I want this to 4 decimal places, which it comes out to be, and that's 0.0625. Comes out evenly to 4 places. Now the next one, 0.45 raised to the third power. 0.45 raised to the third power equals. Now we want this raised to 4 decimal places, so it'll be 0.0911. You notice that this 2 is not 5 or more, so the 1 doesn't change. So 0.0911. Right. In example number 4, you see that your problem is 1.4 raised to the negative 2 power. 1.4 raised to the negative 2 power, and this comes out to be 0.5102 followed by 0, so of course that doesn't change anything. So 0.5102. Alright. In the next set of problems, we're going to be working with a base e. Now e is just a number, kind of like pi, but it's a number that does not repeat, it does not come out evenly. It's approximately 2.7, but we're going to use e in our calculator and it will maintain all of this value. Now, on your calculator, you're going to find that e is a board key, and it's right above this key that says ln, and that says e to the x. That's what we're going to use. So the first problem, number 5, says e raised to the third power. Now to get to this board key, I've got to go second ln, which now you see on your calculator, it's e raised to, and I want to put in my 3 for my exponent, close my parentheses, and hit equal. Now I have 20.08553. So my answer is going to be approximately 20.0855. you'll notice that because that number right after the 5 was a 3, it will not cause anything to change. Number 6, e to the 0. You may remember the rule that says anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. Now let's test that on our calculator. We put in second function, ln, I have e raised to the 0 power, close parentheses, equals, and I do get a 1. Okay? Number 7, I have e raised to the, let's see, that's a negative 0.23, close my parentheses, and hit equal. Now I have 0.7945 and then a 3. The 3 is not big enough to cause anything to happen. Now I'm rounding that, so this will be approximately 0.7945. Alright, our last example says e raised to the first power. Now remember, we have e above, but let's try this on our calculator. Second function, ln, so I have e raised to the first power, close parentheses, and hit equal. Now you have 2.7182 followed by an 8, so that 8 is going to change the 2 to a 3. 2.7183. Now remember, this correlates with homework number 23, the first part of homework number 23.